everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Mindy Banks. I'm the Flip Flop Chef. Today I want to show you how to make sweetened dried orange slices using Pampered Chef's Deluxe air fryer, and we're going to also use the Rapid Prep mandolin to slice up the oranges. So I have some already made so that you guys can see the finished product, because this is something that takes 3 to 4 hours depending on how thick your orange slices are and also the temperature that you choose to dehydrate. So if you're not familiar with Pampered Chef's Deluxe air fryer, I have an entire playlist of videos on my channel here on YouTube that you can check out, all kinds of different recipes, and also just an overview of all of the features. So this does come with a cooking guide. It features lots of different pre-programmed settings. So all of our appliances are smart appliances. It takes out the guesswork for you guys. So we do have the custom settings so that you can set the temperature and the time to whatever that you like. Excuse me. We also have smart settings so that you can just turn the dial and select what you want. So we have air fry, which is a 25-minute standard timer for 400 degrees. But check this out. You can adjust the time on these pre-programmed settings. We also have bake, which is a 15-minute timer for 350. We have a roast, which is 10 minutes at 375. Rotisserie, which rotates, so you can use the rotating basket or the rotisserie spit, has a standard time of 45 minutes and 400. We have the reheat feature, which is something we use every single day, usually multiple times a day in my house. I love this for pizza, leftovers, anything that you want to reheat. This is so much better than the microwave. And then we have the dehydrate feature, which is what we're going to use today. You can use the dehydrate feature to dehydrate fruits and vegetables, and you can even make beef jerky if you wanted to do that. We also have a rotate button, and then there is a light. You can press the button to turn the light on inside of the air fryer. So I'm not going to go into lots of detail on all the different features of the air fryer today, since I do have another video on my channel giving you more of an overview. But for today, we are going to make sweetened dried orange slices. So what would you use these for? So the really cool thing about the recipe I'm going to show you today is you can actually eat these, rind and all, just like they are. You can also put these in cocktails, punches, you can put them in mulled wine, you can use them for such a variety of foods, recipes, excuse me. And these are also great for garnishing your charcuterie boards. And like I said, you can eat the entire slice, rind and all, and I'm going to show you guys how to do this. These actually have a really nice flavor. I used the number 3 setting on the Rapid Prep mandolin. I'm going to use a thicker setting this time. I want to try and see how they turn out. These are a little bit darker because these are Cara oranges, and so they're blood oranges. So I have navel oranges for today. So the finished product is going to look slightly different than this just because of the variety of oranges that I'm going to use. So this is what they're going to look like, and you can see they're dried and they're not sticking together. I just had these stored in a Ziploc bag. You could store them in a leak-proof container if you prefer to put them in a glass container. As you guys are watching, I hope you will let me know where you're watching from. And I always love hearing from you guys. And if there's anything in this video that you see today that you're interested in purchasing, as a consultant with the Pampered Chef, I do earn commission on the products that I sell, and I would love the opportunity to be your consultant and help you with your purchase. Please hit the subscribe button also while you are watching. So let's go ahead and get started. This is our Rapid Prep mandolin. I'm just going to take all these pieces apart here. This has a really cool kickstand, and you can see how everything closes right up. So this little window or door here comes down, and this is where the blade is going to go through. This piece here, what you do is you just, oops, sorry, I adjusted that in the wrong direction. You're going to just lift up, so let me show you again on camera. So you're going to press down and twist, and this little handle comes up, and you can see this is the blade. And so you don't ever want your hand in there when this piece is lifted up, because you could cut yourself if you're not careful. We do have a food holder, a food pusher, and this hopper piece here. So you're just going to pull this little green button up to attach this clear chute. And I do have a separate video showing you the Rapid Prep mandolin on its own. And then this little pusher goes in there. You can slice right on your cutting mat, or we have this really cool food tray that you can chop into. So we're going to use the tray today, and on the back of here, hopefully you guys can see this, we have 2 dials. So you can decide if you want to do slicing, French fry cut, or julienne cut. And then there are 8 different thicknesses, and there's a marker here for the perfect julienne slice, like for a julienne French fry, or the perfect French fry cut. So I'm going to put this on 4. I did this on 3 before, and you can see how thin. These are super thin. And if you have ever had a hard time with a mandolin and oranges, I love how well this product works for oranges. So I'm gonna take our little food pusher out, and then what we're gonna do, I like to cut the end off of my orange just to give it a flat base, and I'm gonna set this right inside, just like that, and then take your food pusher. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna pound you're gonna start up high, and you're just going to press up and down, just like this, okay? So I'll give you a closer look of what's happening here. All right, and then you're gonna discard any of those top pieces like that. So for this one, again, I'm just going to slice the end off. And there's a tiny piece in here. Let me just stick my hand in there and get that out. And put that in. Isn't this so pretty? I love the Rapid Prep mandolin. It just works so great. The kickstand, you can push that in, press the blade and lock it just like I just did there. And then you can take this piece off, and then this little door or window, whatever you want to call it, will close here. This is a dishwasher safe product. I'm just going to set it in the sink with the blade covered up so that I don't have to worry about cutting myself. I'm going to throw away these little scraps, and then we're going to get our sugar mixture together in one of our coating trays. So I like using the coating trays for this. It just makes it really easy. We're going to take a 1/4 cup of coconut palm sugar. You can get this at most grocery stores. I bought this at Walmart. If you don't use coconut palm sugar, use another sugar substitute. This is the only one that I have personally tried. Try not to make a mess here. We're going to do a little bit more. 1/4 cup. To not make a mess, I'm going to do it this way. Okay, so a 1/4 cup of coconut palm sugar, coconut sugar, and then I'm gonna add 1/2 teaspoon of Pampered Chef Cinnamon Plus. So depending on when you watch this video, this may or may not be available. If you cannot purchase the Cinnamon Plus from Pampered Chef when you watch this, be sure to use like a pumpkin pie spice for this. So I'm gonna take the little measuring spoon here. I'm gonna mix this together. And the coconut sugar has almost the same color as the Cinnamon Plus. So we just want to mix this together. This smells so, so good. I'm going to use 3 trays in the Deluxe air fryer today. Now, if you are not familiar, Pampered Chef's air fryer comes with 2 cooking trays like this. These, you can purchase extra trays, and our air fryer will accommodate up to 3 trays. So you get 2, but it will hold 3 depending on what food you're using. I do recommend having 3 if you're going to do a lot of dehydrating, because you can do 3 racks instead of just 2. And I am going to use parchment paper so that this does not stick right onto this tray. You could try spraying it with oil, but I have not done that yet. The parchment paper is just so easy, and I get those on Amazon. You can find the link to purchase that right in my recipe community. So you can find all of the links to recipes and all of my sites if you go to theflipflopchef.com. You'll notice that on 2 of these trays, I do have these little red oven rack protectors. This is something that we have discontinued. They may or may not be in our clearance outlet, again, depending on when you watch this video. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start with 1 tray, and we're gonna take our orange slices and just set them inside of coat them inside of our coating trays with this sugar. And this sugar is also going to give you guys a kind of a darker color when these finish dehydrating. And I think I may have actually done 3 oranges when I did this the first time, and I only sliced 2 today. So this may not fill all 3 trays, but I do recommend doing 3 trays at a time. So we're gonna put this one on the bottom. And I also recommend that every hour that you rotate your cooking tray. So top to the bottom and the middle to the top, you know, that kind of stuff. Just rotating them gives you the opportunity to keep everything dehydrating evenly. Now, if you have any questions about anything in this video or any of the products that I use, please feel free to use the comment section, whether you're watching this on Facebook or if you're watching this on YouTube. I will get back to you, and love the opportunity to earn your business. And if you need Pampered Chef, you can click the shop button on any of my pages. And like I said before, you can find everything at theflipflopchef.com. All right, let's see if we've got enough here for, I actually might have enough for 3 trays. So that's gonna go in the middle. Get our last cooking tray and coat these last few slices. So maybe I only did 2, I can't remember. It's been a few days. So you can dehydrate all kinds of fruits in the air fryer, and our cooking guide does come with a beef jerky recipe. All right, so I'm just sort of rubbing this around the coating trays to make sure that I get all of that sugar. Don't waste anything in the pieces I have here. See, I've got one more that's a good slice. Let's see if I can get enough on here. It's just gonna have less than the others. That's all right. All right, let's see. Rinse my hands real quick. And you will use the dehydrate feature. Now I will tell you that when I did this the first time, I just set it to dehydrate, and the dehydrate setting is a default setting of 4 hours at 130 degrees. I'm gonna increase the temperature and lower the time. It took about 5 hours on 130, so I'm gonna do 3 hours, but I'm gonna raise this temperature up to about 165. Just remember, you can always add more time. That's the great thing. Dehydrating takes a long time. I'm gonna press the button. You can hear the air fryer has started. So every hour, just rotate the trays a little bit. So top to bottom, and then just rotate the middle to the top. That way, the one that's on the top doesn't get too dried out before the rest have finished dehydrating. And I love this because it is so easy to operate. So if 3 hours is not enough time, just add a little bit more time and just keep an eye on it. And make sure you pick it up and flip it over. Make sure that it's not too wet on the bottom. I did find after about 2 hours that the bottoms were still a little bit wet, and I was curious if I needed to flip them over, but I did not do that. I just left them in there. And like I said, this is the finished product here. And these were on a 3 slice on the Rapid Prep mandolin, but I did a 4 today. So this one could take longer. We'll see. I did increase the temperature, but if you want to do the default 4 hours at, I believe, the 130, it's probably actually going to take a little bit longer if you're doing them as thin as I did. So I can't wait to hear if you try this and what else you decide to dehydrate. If you're already familiar with dehydrating, I would love your recipes and ideas so that I can try them in my air fryer. And be sure to go to theflipflopchef.com, join the recipe community, and you can have access to thousands of recipes. And I give away a free gift every single Friday. You just have to look for the Flip Flop Friday post, usually posted on Friday mornings, and pin it to the top of the page. Leave your comment anytime, Friday to Sunday, and Monday I draw a random winner for one of Pampered Chef's products. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.